Tonight's an absolutely beautiful evening in Las Vegas. We're having some amazing growth with the company. Real quick, before we get started, folks, I want to do some housekeeping. There's some things that we've got to announce with some leaders in the field and different things that are going on, folks. As you guys know, for the last couple of weeks, we've been running a competition leading up to our event that we're going to be having in Florida, where we're actually giving away a Fiat to the highest qualified person at the end of the competition. And I just wanted to go over some basic standings here of the leaders that are out there producing on a daily basis out in the field. In the top 10 right now, we have Mr. Matt Williams, Gianna Bona, we've got Matt Scraffland, Gabe Hines, Brett Summers, Lee McCormick, Lynn Grabowski, Kim Hawk, Susan Bona, Vincent Perez, Victoria Giannis, Jeff NG, and Stars and Stripes, folks. Those are the 13 people that right now are in the top 10 positions in running for that Fiat competition. There's still a lot of time left in the competition. We've got a lot of room for other leaders to join on board, and we're looking forward to being able to give out this Fiat to the person who wins this competition. Folks, it's been an epic week. It's been an epic month. So far this year is shaping out to be an absolute wonderful year for the launch of Xseed Health, and we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. But I want to do things a little bit different. As you guys know, I do these calls a little bit differently than most people out there. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that our product is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not going to tell you that our compensation is the best compensation plan out there ever, bar none, in the history of the world. And I'm definitely not going to sit there and tell you that you're so ground floor that you're in the basement of the basement. Folks, that's not how we work here. We don't hype. We don't over-exaggerate what we do here. So I'm going to take the time here to talk to you a little bit more honestly. And I hope you can appreciate that and feel that we're sincere and genuine with what we do over here at Xseed Health. We try to make it as real as humanly possible. So with that, folks, I like to tell a lot of stories. I like to tell a lot of things that will help people get into the right mindset as far as making decisions and joining teams and being a part of something that's greater than just the single person alone that can never achieve. The minds of two are far better than one, and it's not the sum of the two, but it's a multiplication of many. And so we're going to get into a couple of things. One little story that I found tonight was a kind of an interesting piece, and it talks about a man who was passing by, and he saw a group of elephants that were being led by their trainers. And he stopped and he took a look, and he was confused for a second because he saw that these huge, massive creatures were being led by their trainers, and the only thing that was holding these massive elephants was a rope, a small rope that was tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages, no cattle prods, no people poking, pushing, or manipulating them. They were simply moving behind their trainers, and the only thing that was holding them there was very, very, very small rope tied to their front legs. Now, it's obvious, elephants being the creatures that they could, at any time that they wanted to, they could break away from their bonds, but for some reason, they just did not. And I don't know how many of you out there on the phone tonight can relate to that. Some of you are trapped in a job that you've had for the longest amount of time, and people wonder around you. They sit and wonder why you haven't broken free of that job yet. They sit there and wonder why it is that you haven't stepped into your greatness. They sit there and wonder why it is that you haven't become the great person that you were meant to become. And maybe it's you. Maybe you're sitting there wondering the same thing of yourself. And maybe you can see yourself in a better job. Or maybe you can hear other people, having the success that you'd like to have in your life. Or maybe you're just sitting there and you have a gut feel that you know that it's your time. It's your time to move forward. It's your time to be more, to have more, to do more, to give more, so that you can become the type of person that you want to become and be able to look back at the end of your life with zero regrets because you became the person you were meant to become. And you know what? That's perfectly fine and dandy. I've hit many times in my life where I felt the same way. And I know many people over here at Xseed Health were the same way as well. You see, I was a consultant in the network marketing industry, and by consultant, I've written compensation plans for 7 different companies. I've helped 4 companies launch from scratch, including 3 that had to transition from traditional marketing over into network marketing. So, I'm very picky with who I work. And this last year, I was actually in South America on vacation with my family. We took a 10-month vacation last year, and at the end of the vacation, I started getting to the point where, I needed to break out of the rut that I was in, and I needed to get back moving towards my greatness. And an opportunity came along to consult for Xseed Health. John DeVries and Cody approached me through a mutual friend of ours, and we started entering into negotiations for how to put together their compensation plan. Now, folks, I'm really picky. You know, I get offers by multiple companies on an ongoing basis, and I'm picky who I choose, because the company that I choose, it has to be in alignment with where I'm going. Because I don't know if you guys knew this, but as part of a permanent prosperity, there's a lot of people that they get success and then success goes away. They get success and then success leaves them. They get success, they make some money, and the money goes away. And that had happened to me many, many, many times throughout the industry and throughout my beginnings in business. And a lot of times, folks, the reason for that simply is because the end result of what one is striving for is not attached to who they truly are and where they're going with their life. And so we say, hey, I want to get to the point where I'm making $5,000 a month, but that $5,000 a month isn't attached to anything. It's not attached to a purpose. It's not attached to a vision, to moving forward. And so when that $5,000 a month comes, then all of a sudden it's, oh, I've got extra money to do, you know, this with, or go on a trip, or, you know, go on a cruise. And because that's not necessarily, not that any of those things are bad, but because it's not necessarily in alignment with where we're truly going in life, we come to realize that we squandered a resource, and then all of a sudden we start doing things to auto-sabotage or self-sabotage, and we end up losing the success. And this had happened to me several times. And so I wanted to make sure that coming out of this newest rut that I could get in to a company that I could believe in, a company that was in alignment with where I was going on a personal level, so that we could make sure that we had a long-lasting success both for myself and both for the company long-term. So that I could feel like I was actually beginning to step out back into my greatness and be able to accomplish more of what I know I meant to accomplish here in life. You know, and so that's something that was very, very important to me. And so I'm very picky. I look at the companies for what they have, and as I looked at Xseed, I saw that Xseed had some of the components that some companies hadn't had, and they had a couple of things that really caught my attention. The number one thing that they had was a commitment to excellence, and it went across multiple areas of their business. First, commitment to excellence in funding. They started well-funded, more well-funded than many network marketing companies out there. Number two, commitment to excellence with their building and their office space. They started with a building about 30,000 square feet right across the airport in Las Vegas, Nevada, about 3 minutes away from the Strip at most. And it's prime real estate. It's an office that most network marketing companies don't see until their third, fourth, fifth year of business. Commitment to excellence on the product. Folks, the products at Xseed Health are absolutely phenomenal, from their meal replacement shakes, chocolate roken, vanilla caramel swirl, to their fresh, which is their greens product that you mix up and is one of the best tasting green products that I've ever had personally, to their weight management product, to their antioxidants complex, to the X-Bites, to the energy drink. Folks, top of the line quality, commitment to quality ingredients. Matter of fact, backing up a little bit, when I approach them about the compensation plan, I look at certain metrics. I look at how much it costs to produce a product, because that's part of the long-term longevity of the company. It's something that makes me know that the company is committed. But at the same time, I like the responses that I got from John. I told him, you know, these ingredients you're using, they're a little bit more expensive than what most network marketing companies will use. You know, you might want to consider changing the formula just a little bit so that you can lower the cost. And he said, nope, this is the product that our doctors say we have to have. These are the ingredients that they want in it, so that's what we're doing. And so I saw commitment to the excellence on the product. Now moving on to the doctors. The doctors that formulated our products, Dr. Leslie and her husband, you know, most network marketing companies, when they have a doctor that's on staff, or they have somebody that they're paying for a third-party opinion, or they have third-party research that's highly motivated by somebody that's on staff of the company. What I've liked about seeing the structure that they're putting together with Xseed is not only were the doctors not on the staff, but the doctors had actually been a very significant financial partner in the beginning of the business, meaning that they had put their money where their mouth was because they believed in the product and helped fund the starting of the network marketing company. See, that to me is a completely different lineup, completely different commitment than I'd seen previously. Then it came to the staff that they hired, and they hired IT department. They had hired a branding person. They hired a marketing person. They hired a CFO. They hired a compensation director. They hired a customer relations department that had been involved with network marketing before as far as customer service goes. They hired a building maintenance guy, and then he's got his own executive leadership team, which, folks, they've put together a very, commitment to excellence yet again in their staff. And so I saw all these commitments to excellence all the way around, and that was something that gave me a good sign. So then we started building a compensation plan. And the compensation plan, folks, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty algorithms and the equations and all of the, fun stuff that I could bore you to tears with, but I'll just tell you this. We wanted to focus on three things, and we wanted to bring it back to the reality of what really builds network marketing. First off, we focus on three things with the compensation plan. Number one, upfront now money. Number two, long-term residual money. And number three, bonuses that enhance and emphasize certain behaviors that are necessary for duplication in networking. Okay? So first we started with the upfront money. And the upfront money, basically what that is we've got retail commissions. 25% of anything that you sell retail is a commission. We've got Jumpstart commissions that come in a 3-tier Jumpstart program, and then on top of that, we added a certain percentages of the actual points volume or the volume. We added that into a binary system that pays out a weekly check. Now, all three of those, that's part of our weekly ongoing now money check. The right now, right here money, the money that helps you make money while you're building the business long term so that you can pay for your bills and be profitable in the meantime. Then we have our long-term residual walkaway money, and in that department we have the unilevel commissions, which the other portion of the volume, significant portion, goes into the unilevel system, and there's a check match system, and there's an income stabilizer as well that helps you maintain a certain income so that you have a safety net. So we have a very, very aggressive generation and level finder for those using rank-based dynamic compression. I know that's just a term that most people don't understand. Basically, it means that our computer program searches out and allows you to get paid off of more people. So we have a very aggressive system that will allow you over time to build up a significant walk-away income. Now, what do I mean by walk away? I mean walk away from anything that's keeping you from stepping into a greater measure of your purpose and living life with greater clarity and greater purpose and greater drive and greater passion. Be able to walk away from a second or third job. Be able to bring yourself home from a job if you're a single mother and spend more time with your children. Be able to retire. Be able to put up money for kids' education fund. Be able to walk away from anything that's getting in your way. And that's what our walk away or residual income is designed to do. Then we have bonuses, folks. Everything from the doubler that takes the areas where you're getting paid the most and doubles it, to the rank achievement bonuses, the lifestyle bonuses, to the Xseed with 3 bonus, which is designed to help promote sales on a monthly basis. We've got ongoing promotions going all the time and different things like that. In our rank achievement bonuses alone, there's over $500,000 worth of bonuses, including 2 cars, both a $100,000 luxury car, keys, title, and license, and a Fiat that is wrapped with Xseed, again, keys, title, and license. So we wanted to make sure that we had absolute phenomenal compensation. And so yet again, commitment to excellence, commitment to excellence, commitment to excellence, commitment to excellence. And I saw that they were about more than a product. I saw that they were about more than a doctor or more than an executive team or more than a compensation plan. See, Xseed's logo, their motto is "We Are Life." And it's about a lifestyle change. It's not about a 30-day challenge. It's not about a 60-day challenge. It's not about a 90-day challenge. It's about changing your life. It's about living how you wanted to live. It's about doing what you've wanted to do. It's about having what you wanted to have. It's about being who you wanted to be, and it's about giving how you've wanted to be able to give. To church, to charity, service. To be able to learn the things you want to learn so that you can be great. Again, so that you can look back on your life with no regrets, knowing you became the person you were meant to become. And that's what I saw in Xseed, and Xseed lined up perfectly with where I want to go with my life and the things that I wanted to do. So I came on board, I designed a compensation plan with them very, very in detail, worked with them, helped them work with the programmers and the payment systems, and then decided for the first time to come on long-term permanently as an executive staff position over at the company to help the long-term growth, because again, it was in alignment with where I was going. Now, I don't know about you, but, going back to the original story that I was telling, this gentleman sees these elephants, and these elephants are tied by a small rope around their front leg. Again, no chains, no cages, no prods, no, sticks, no people that were forcing or pushing or shoving or hitting. Just a tiny rope around one of their front legs. So he saw one of the trainers nearby, and he said, "Hey, how is it that these elephants make no attempt whatsoever to get away?" "Well," the trainer said, "when they're young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. And as they grow up, they're conditioned to believe that they simply can't break away. They believe that the rope can still hold them, so they never even try." Now imagine this gentleman's amazement. These animals could be break time free any time of their runs, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Now, like the elephants, how many of us are going through life hanging on to the belief that we can't do something just because we failed once before? We can't succeed at business because we've done that before or tried that before. We've already seen it before. We already know the result. It's not going to happen because we've been conditioned by our previous experiences, circumstances, or environments to believe that that's the truth. When in reality, maybe our skill sets weren't so strong. Maybe our talents weren't as developed. Maybe our networks weren't clearly defined or as large as they are right now. Life presents us different opportunities at different stages of our life. And just because something hasn't worked for us one time does not mean that it won't work another time with another skill set and another talent level. And our talent levels and skill sets change every day of our lives. So with that, folks, what's holding you back? What's holding you back and impeding you, preventing you from stepping into a greater measure of your purpose, to live your life with a greater clarity, to be able to become the type of person that you've been meant to become? That's, folks, what Xseed is all about. Yes, we have a phenomenal product. Yes, we have a phenomenal compensation plan. We have people making money right and left, 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 right and left. And that's fine. It is good. We do have an excellent executive staff. We do have an excellent staff. We have amazing doctors. We have exceptional products. But in the end, the reality is none of that matters. The only thing that matters is, do you have what it takes to get away from what's preventing you from living the life of your dreams? Come with us. Live with us. Be more, have more, do more, give more, so you can look back on your life with no regrets and realize you became the person that you were meant to become. With that, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here. There are 4 things that you can do to get involved with us, and I'm going to go over those really quickly so we can let you on your way. Number 1, get a hold of the person who invited you to this call and immediately get their website so that you can go to it and click Get Started and enter your personal information. Number 2, pull out your credit card and get ready to choose a Jumpstart pack. Now, the Jumpstart packs, there's 3 of them that we recommend. We also obviously recommend the Big League pack over all of the others. No, it's not because it's the biggest pack. We actually recommend that package because it has one of every single one of the products that we offer, which gives you the ability to have a tangible experience with all the products. Step number 3, choose the Jumpstart or the auto ship products that you're going to want to have come to you. Because like I said, folks, this is not a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day challenge. This is a lifestyle change. We're going for long-term better health and improvement. Rome wasn't built in a day, and people that achieve long-lasting changes to their health and their lifestyle don't do it in 30 to 90 days. So choose the product that you would like to have come to you on a 28-day basis. Our products come in 28-day servings. Our months are 28 days long. So we make sure that those products will come to you every single 28 days so you don't run out, so you can continue a healthier lifestyle than what we've currently been living. So choose the products that you like, and then number 4, have a tasting experience. A tasting experience is a small get-together or party, and we have a PDF put together for you that will teach you how to do it. and we get together, we tell people a little bit about our story, how we've approached Xseed and what we feel about it. The parties normally take no more than about 15-20 minutes. We tell a little bit about our experience with the products and Xseed. We start shaking up the shakes and mixing out the greens and sampling out the things that we have on hand to sample out to people. And those people who like it can order it. We have order forms. Those people who don't, that's perfectly fine. Let's watch a movie or do something fun afterwards. That way it's a social get-together as well. We have fun. We have these experiences. Now, it's also the fastest way to make some money so that you can take your first steps towards moving forward and living the life of your dreams. So the 4 steps one more just to refer back and kind of summarize. Number 1, hit the website of the person who invited you on the call tonight. Click get started and enter in your personal information. Number 2, choose your Jumpstart pack that you would like to purchase to get started with so that you can have a tangible experience with the product. Number 3, choose the products that you want us to send to you on a 28-day basis, every 28 days, so it just shows up to you automatically. And number 4, host your first tasting experience as soon as possible. Get a hold of your upline sponsor, the person who brought you onto the call tonight, so that they can help you with that, so we can get you making money and taking steps towards living the life of your dreams. With that, folks, have a beautiful, beautiful evening. On Thursday night, the call is going to be exceptional because we're going to have Dino Janino and Matt Williams on the call live with us on Thursday night as some of the top leaders in the field right now that are just kicking it out and knocking it out of the park. We're going to have them on the line with us Thursday evening to help conduct the call. And folks, we look forward to having you on that call. Go have an awesome day tomorrow. Give someone a beautiful week, and we will see you Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Also, don't forget that Dr. Leslie has her product call tomorrow at 6 o'clock Pacific time as well. So with that, folks, have a beautiful evening. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.